Hello and welcome back. It's been a while, but now I'm finally ready to continue into the swamp. We of course have received a map last time for the swamp. It is it's a sponge. So yeah, let's see what we can find on this sponge of a swamp and what cursed items we can find in here. And of course what curses are hidden in those cursed items. It's a notice board. See what there is to notice. There's a poster from the local tourist bureau advertising something called Mudhenge. Apparently it's the biggest henge in the county. Mudhenge, okay. Might be worth a look, but first let's check for anything else of interest. Another post grabs your attention. Missing Tom Chapman. Inquire at Largemouth Bass and Sons. The face of a teenage boy is circled in an attached photograph. A portrait of the boy and his elder male relatives, each holding a largemouth bass proportionate to his own height. There's a similar poster right beneath it. Missing Kathy Tracy. Inquire at Largemouth Bass and Sons. What is going on at Largemouth Bass and Sons? Well, we have the location now. Should we make a missing poster for Charles? Yeah, why not? Yeah, let's do that. While you don't have a pin with which to attach a poster to the notice board, you could write Charles's name on the missing poster, on the missing posters that are already there. Add and Charles Wallace to both posters. Cross out Tom Chapman and write Charles Wallace. Cross out Kathy Tracy and write Charles Wallace. Cross out Largemouth Bass and Sons and write Charles Wallace. I'm just gonna add him. Yes, that seems good. Great, perfect work. Better hoof it over to Largemouth Bass and Sons though. Okay, I'm hoofing. Anything else near the station here? No point in walking. The bus station. Alright, that's basically all there is here. Let's go to Mudhenge first. Your slog through the swamp is interrupted by an unfortunately familiar face. There you are, dearie. How nice to see you again, although I would have wished for a more festive setting. But I'm afraid this can't wait for the winter snow. Ah, jeez, not you again. Me again? Dark Noel, at your service. You'd be doing me a service by leaving me alone. Now, don't be such a Grinch. I have presents for you. What's a Grinch? Wait, did you say presents? That's right. Painful retribution and Yuletide curses. It was very clever of you hiding in the Institute, all warm and cozy behind the Dean's wards, where I couldn't get to you. But now that you're near the source of our power, it's time for me to deck your halls, if you get my meaning. I'm just looking for my uncle. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know anything about the Dean, or your plans, or those weird dreams, or any of it. She lays a finger aside of her nose, and her eyes start to glow red and green. Swell. Let's fight her. Some weird dark clouds. Okay, you are gonna do 15 cold damage to Clarence, that's the name, right? A shadowy hexagon cannot take more than 5 physical damage at a time. All shadow creatures stats by 3. You are gonna attack me with 14 spooky damage. That's concerning. And you're gonna boost all creatures by 3. Okay. Let's splatter them. At least, you know, that will deal more than one instance of damage on everything. Oop, let's do it again, right? Anything else? Wait, what is this? Elemental armors. Yes, let's do that. Now this should do less. Yes, it's just 9 now. That's good. And how about one more smattering of Stilt and Splatter? There we go. Now do your worst. Oh right, I can attack first. Can I just take you out? Yes, I can just take you out. So much for that. Goodbye, Clarence. Oh, right, and the boosts, of course. Random foe with electricity, 7 damage. Honestly, I think it's smartest just, right, random enemies. Well, that worked out well anyways. Okay. You have 8 health. I have 1 Stilt and Splatter at my disposal. Oh, that's random opponents. Right, I forgot about that. 5 stench damage. Oh, right. Just armor against physical damage, so a Mind Melt should do nicely against this thing. And there we go. It's melted. And you will get you get hit by the sharpened hefty Mind Whisk. Hell yeah. There you go. Minus Mysticality, of course. And you can set Noelle on fire for 4. Doesn't really matter, let's just zap her. There we go. I should now be able to just take her out. Yes, 26. And that is enough. Goodbye, Noelle. Now that's one hell of a first random encounter in this place. You won! Noelle scuttles away with a "you haven't seen the last of me" or some such cliche. 19 XP and Turd grows stronger. That's nice to see. Now let's see what Mudhenge has to offer. Admission to meet. I think we can deal with that. But first, how much do we have? Okay, only 40. That's gonna take a while. A very clean booth for such a muddy henge. Let's stop by. Welcome to Mudhenge. What is this place? Friend, it's Mudhenge. And what's that? It's one of the area's most popular henges. Folks travel from all over to see this mysterious mud. I've heard of Stonehenge. Is it like that? I don't see the comparison. You don't? Look, we could talk for hours about Stonehenge. Stonehenge is big, Stonehenge is strong. I've gotten all over this. So with respect, what I'm interested in talking about is Mudhenge, which is a formidable monument in its own right, and so much more than a first draft of Stonehenge, as they sometimes say in the magazines. Well, what's so special about Mudhenge? Special? Well, during the swamp solstice, it's said that the needle of a compass placed upon the central altar will point not to west, but secret west, where lies the thing you need the most. That's special enough for you? When is the swamp solstice? If you're in a swamp, it's pretty much always the swamp solstice. What is secret west? I'm no mystician, but secret west is the direction in which lies that thing your heart is most missing. And it's said that a compass laying on the altar of Mudhenge during the swamp solstice will point to secret west. That was the object of the Mudhenge challenge. But of course, we don't run the challenge anymore. Too hard, too many missing presumed deads. What does that mean, thing your heart is most missing? Well, it's kinda up to you. Up to your heart, that is. Could be a secret crush, but new job? Maybe just a piece of bread? I guess you could say my heart is missing Charles right now. Charles? Is that your secret crush? No. Well, whoever it is, they'll be waiting for you out Secret West. Alright. I'm looking for someone. I'm looking for someone. Charles Wallace. About my height, similar build. Another missing person? Another? I don't mean to upset you. Mudhenge can be difficult. Some folks have a habit of walking into Mudhenge and never coming out. That's why we don't promote the Mudhenge challenge anymore. That doesn't sound like a challenge, that sounds sort of like murder. But it's that very real risk of going missing that makes Mudhenge such a popular destination for tourists. Tourists want to go missing? Oh sure, folks get their thrills in different ways, but in the end, we all gotta get 'em. Me, I like to make earrings out of live scorpions. Is that dangerous or... Oh, I've been there, checkered past. Yes. Yeah, you get it. So have you seen Charles? Sorry, I couldn't tell ya. Folks don't always leave a name when they visit. You don't have a guest book? Used to, then one night it wandered into Mudhenge and never came back. I'd like to visit Mudhenge. Well, and why wouldn't you? It's the best and most mysterious henge this side of the border. Admission is 2 meat. What border? I believe it's all of them. Alright, sure. I don't pay for anything I can do for free or here, 2 meat. Yeah, I'll just pay it. I knew you wouldn't be able to come all this way without seeing the famous Mudhenge. There's a pamphlet that goes over just about everything we know about the history of this ancient monument. You got an item, the history of Mudhenge. I'll be on my way then. Alright. Ooh. It's a noxious mudbloom. Let's gather the nectar. Stylish gel. Okay, that makes sense. Fashionable gel from whatever it said. Someone's going to lose their job at the fence factory. I'm sure they will. Alright, now we gain a book, The History of Mudhenge. A short brochure complimentary with your admission to Mudhenge. Let's read it then. Little is known about the history of Mudhenge. Okay then. That is helpful, of course. Alright, so there's all that. Hobo code? Yes. According to this, there's an old boxcar nearby that the railroad company abandoned when it sank into the swamp. Sounds intriguing. The sunken boxcar. Alright, anything I can... Whoa, that's weird. That's also strange. I can see now how people get lost here. Oh, more code. More code. Let's translate. Oh, an arcane message in strange script. Okay. Translated, the message on the rock reads, "Drowned Mary's crown is buried past the Hewed Tower." Hewed. I'm not quite sure what that word means in that context. Do we just go around in circles? I suppose so. Anything to... I'm sure there's some sort of combination of roads you can take to... Well, roads, places you can go. Oh wait, the thing isn't here anymore. Wait. There was someone right there. There were people there and I missed it. I just walked in before I could react. Alright. Any way to get them back? Whoops. And oh, have I completely missed them now? That would be a shame. Let's just go full circle again. Anything that's gonna happen here? And now backwards rotation. Nothing? Oh, for a second it looked like that was now a gate as well. Huh. Oh man, I think I might have missed some things here now. And knowing how those games work, some things are probably gonna happen that I'm never gonna get back. Okay. Oh wait, that's... Am I... A crocodile man! Stop, crocodile man! I want to speak to you! I'm sure you have some knowledge to impart on me. Okay, see, that message is back, is back gone again. Oh! Well, that seems ominous. Hello there. Hello, we've met before, haven't we? When we meet, it is not me. I'm with you. Behind the boxcar, do you remember J-Flag? It is not much time. This to help you go where you are going. A gas can that's a third full. Is that for the bus? I don't need that anymore. Sorry. Come to give help. I come to give help. I come from far away. I come at great personal cost. You had a good go at it. Thanks for your input. Yeah. Anything else? Oh no, this is gonna have me run around for ages. I'm sure there's some way to make a pattern out of it. Okay, that's just... Drowned Mary's crown is buried past the hued tower. I'm gonna write that down again. Give me 1 second. Yes. Just so I can keep it in mind. Drowned Mary's crown is buried past the hued tower. Okay. Well, what's the hued tower then? It's probably not right here or anything like that, right? Ah, crocodile. This crazed gator man appears out of nowhere and is champing at the bit to make sure you're nowhere 5 minutes from now. Okay, well, wait, what am I looking at here? Oh, have you not seen the Gator Man yet? Sorry, it's hard to keep track. These are the guys Jessica mentioned, and they're pretty much what you'd expect from the name Gator Man. They're intelligent, upright walking alligators, they have tough, scaly skin, lots of teeth, and pissy attitudes about everything that they aren't already eating. They especially hate intruders and are the second biggest reason that this swamp isn't a popular tourist destination. The first being it's a swamp. In case the Gator Man in front of you looks like he wants to give you... in any case, the Gator Man in front of you looks like he wants to give you a bad time. Let's clean his clock. And let's make sure to not say that wrong. Okay, let's give you a mind melt now. There we go. Let's do that again. And let's whisk him. There we go. No issue. The Gator Man rallies for another round, but a hand rises from the swamp and drags him down screaming. Well, at least we weren't dragged down. Let's open the backpack. A backpack stashed in the swamp is certain to contain illicit materials. Parental guidance is advised. Let's open it. There's a complete change of clothes in the sack and a black embossed card sticking out of the backpack. of the back pants pocket. Let's read the card. Drowned Mary's crown is buried past the hued tower. A phrase so nice you've read it twice. I've read it more than that, believe me. I have. Let's turn it around. The nudist's creed. Nothing is worn, everything is visible. You elect to leave everything in the bag where you found it. Nothing is your size anyways. Okay. Oh, can I not even leave at this point? Am I... Oh, that's just that one again, right? That's the same? Yeah, that's the boxcar. Oh, I am thoroughly lost, but at least we can just travel with the swamp sponge. Right? Yeah, let's travel with the swamp sponge to the sunken boxcar. You spot a shadow orb hovering around and decide to follow it deeper into the swamp. That might seem like a bad plan, considering the old stories about people following will-o'-the-wisps and becoming lost in a swamp forever. But a will-o'-the-wisp is a floating ball of light, and this is the opposite of that. So logically, it is actually a very good plan. Except for how it leads you right into a group of tentacly shadow monsters. Yes, that might change things a little bit. Let's fight them. Ooh, shadow tentacles. Okay, you Shadowy Orb intends to non-corporeally bonk J-Flag, dealing 5 spooky damage and reducing stats by 2. Okay, you plan poisoning all my allies? Oh, that's not good. And I can only do 5 physical damage. Luckily, I have hot damage. Let's cook you. Some calamari. More of that. Yeah, I'm not gonna deal with all that poison. I don't want to. It would seem unwise to do that. Let's whisk this guy for 5. Shadow bonk. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Turd. And let's bonk it again. Or whisk it again. You won. The goodness of your plan has now been proven quod erat demonstrando. Demonstrande? I don't know quite how that phrase ends, because my Latin is old as hell. Okay, let's head in there. There doesn't seem to be anything around here. Okay, let's climb in anyway. This looks very dangerous, but I do not care. Ah. That stands to reason. Everything has predictably fallen off of this table. Yeah. These poetry books are full of slant rhymes. This would fail a railroad safety inspection for at least 2 reasons. You are perplexed by the hobo's decision to sleep with his head pointing downhill. Hello there. It's a diagonal hobo, although I suppose from your perspective he looks normal. Let's talk to him. Oh hi, sorry, I didn't know anyone was living here. I suppose I should stop being surprised by that. That's quite alright. I'm Pepperidge Dorfin. Welcome to my humble abode. Thanks, I'm J-Flag. Nice boxcar you have there, apart from it being a little steep. Steep? Oh, yes. You know, I've grown so accustomed to the tilt I hardly notice anymore. Apart from when I try to play marbles. Your game must really be going downhill. Yes, quite. Let's ask him some questions. Your accent is different from most hobos I've met. Well, my family is from old money, you see. How old? Old enough that it all turned to dust. All that remains is a rambling old manor house that I can't afford to maintain. So I decided this would be a splendid opportunity to expand my horizons. The horizon is typically a bit more level. Why are you living in a boxcar in a swamp? Well, to be honest, it's been difficult to part with the old estate. this is as far as I've been able to get before the homesickness becomes overwhelming. Oh, how bittersweet. Indeed. I wonder, could you spare the time to help me? I could be done with the place if I had a proper souvenir. Specifically, my father's collection of antique padlocks. And you can't get them yourself because of the memories? It's more a lack of memories. I've forgotten where the keys are. Sure, I'll help you. Thank you. There are 11 locks altogether. Except they won't actually be all together, will they? Yeah, will they? No, I'm afraid no. I'm afraid not, no. Here, I'll mark the location of the house on your... Is this a sponge? The Dolphin House. There's also something I should tell you about the house. Oh good, here it comes. I just wanted to let you know that there aren't any ghosts haunting the property. There aren't any? That's correct. Not a one. My family never suffered any violent or traumatic deaths. This is something you felt you had to warn me about? Not really a warning as such. I just thought you might think... Where did I get that? I just thought you might like to know. Huh, well, okay. Thanks. I'll be right back with your 11 padlocks. Alrighty then. Let's get out of here. And let's... Oh, it's way over there, okay? Right next to the bus stop. Yeah, let's go there. I have a tendency to do side quest stuff first. What you take to be a giant bleeding tooth jutting out of a tree stump turns out to be one of those mushrooms that looks just like a giant bleeding tooth. Let's take the blood. Hematic ichor. You perform some quick fungal dentistry. 5 XP. Thank you very much. Alright, there it is. The old Dolphin House. A car with broken and or missing tires. Looks like this car was left to rot. Unfortunately, it hasn't yet rotted enough for you to get past the locked door. Jimmy it open with the wire coat hanger. There we go. You unlock the car, destroying the hanger in the process. You search the car, it's empty except for the glove box, which turns out to actually be a key box. The key inside is not the key to this car, and if you have a sense of humor like mine, you'll agree that this is a real shame. It's the Dolphin padlock key, tarnished. Okay. This door is padlocked. Let's unlock it with the tarnished key. Click, you pop the lock off, and the door unlatches with an ominous creak. I got a recovered padlock. Let's enter the garage. Alright, there's the next padlock, I see. These cinder blocks are totally waterlogged. Wait a second. Cryptobotany to the rescue. One of the blocks has the telltale glow of a mana moss infestation. You drain the moss of its glowing juices. We've got some glowing ooze and 5 XP. Some say that the most powerful tool is a padlock. It's really more the opposite of a tool though, because it obstructs rather than facilitates what you're trying to do. Okay, so looking for more keys then. Old Dolphin never got sick of tires. A workbench covered with tools, all rusted past the point of usefulness, even as bludgeons. That's a shame. No good if they just crumble away. Somebody's old campsite, and it looks trashed. Let's investigate. Amidst all the garbage strewn about, you find a shiny 7/8 inch combination wrench with CW painted on the side. A 7/8 inch. I don't know. I only know the like the metric. The metric names for wrenches or the measurements. That's strange. Obviously this belongs to Charles, but he doesn't seem the kind of guy who'd lose one of his tools carelessly, nor the kind of guy who'd leave the trash around his campsite. You look around more carefully and discover weird tracks in the mud. Big, clawed, bipedal tracks. Maybe Gatorman tracks? and there's a spot where some kind of scuffle clearly happened. Oh jeez. Well, that tears it. Charles Wallace must have gotten kidnapped by Gatormen. Maybe he dropped the wrench on purpose to attract your attention. Hopefully you can find him soon. Alright, we'll go there soon. That looks like there's something. This tree has a hole in it. Conveniently, the hole is slightly larger than your hand. Honestly, for what is ostensibly a horror game, you've had way too few opportunities for you to stick your hand into a suspicious dark hole. Let's reach in, yeah.